Hey everyone, Andre here, and we're about to visit a very special town. You might have already guessed, it's Clocktown. So this was created by V along with their friend Connor, and they're gonna give us a tour of their island. And not just that, we're actually joined by them right now. So guys, how's it going?
Hi, how's it going? I'm V, and he's Connor.
For everyone watching right now, this is actually Majora's Mask's 20th anniversary, of which Clocktown obviously comes from. So this is perfect timing, guys. Did you know that going in, that this is that the 20th anniversary was coming up?
Not until you told us.
Yeah, not until you told us, actually.
All right. Well, that works out then.
Just perfect timing. Just perfect timing.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I see we're being greeted by, I forget the character's name.
It's Anju, the
Anju,
runner
that's right.
of the Stockpot Inn.
Perfect. What a lovely host to have.
And so we're going to do a little bit of a tour on the outside real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, we're just showing off some Easter eggs.
Get some cardio going. So we're very limited on what we could do outside of the town because of the size of the island we're given, so we decided to just put a few little items outside just to represent some of the key areas. We decided to represent the Deku and the swamp area with the saxophone, which is, as you know, is the Deku
instrument.
horns that
the Deku
Link
horns.
plays.
Right. That's perfect. I can actually play it too.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I missed.
You missed. You spun your parasol anyways.
So, going eastward, we're going to end up running into
Oh, the well, right. I remember now.
a stone well, which was graciously given to us by a friend of ours, and it's meant to represent the land of Ikana, which hosts a mini dungeon in it at the bottom of a well, and that's his favorite area in the game, so we decided to represent it as such.
That's pretty clever. I definitely don't want to go down that well.
Me neither. A little spooky. And heading up north, since there's no winter items available as of yet, we had to settle for a drum kit to represent the drums that the Goron Link plays.
Yes.
It's more bongos, but it's a set of drums, so...
Yeah, it was a set of drums. I thought it was just one bongo, but then I remember it was just the one old Goron guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, heading westward, and hopefully we can make this area a little more wintry once winter rolls around.
Yeah, that might help, right?
Yeah, I know there's a snowman item. I remember seeing that in one of the trailers for the game.
Good point.
So,
And heading westward,
Oh,
guess who
I
it
like
is?
this.
It's Mikau, washed up on the beach.
and
Poor
we got
guy.
the guitar as well.
Poor guy.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Somebody
so
help him.
does a fish actually represent that fishing shack there on the island? Or it's not the island, on the beach?
Well, actually, it could kind of work for both, because it was actually meant to represent Mikau, but you know what? That works too.
Oh yeah, hey, it works across the board, so perfect. So I love that you represented the four corners, the four areas of the world here, which is essentially Majora's Mask. Yeah, and they surround the town, the central town.
Yeah, it was just that we could have done a lot more if it weren't for
The
Clocktown
limitations,
itself being so
Right.
big.
Yeah, Clocktown looks
You
massive.
had plans. Yeah, you had plans for Termina Field as well, but unfortunately the limitations.
Just not enough space.
I don't know how you would fit that in.
Yeah.
I'd be
Would've been
impressed if I
interesting,
could.
though.
But for South Clocktown, we decided to use the city plaza for it, the residential services.
That's
to represent
perfect.
the clock tower.
Yeah, that's the clock tower right there. We have the two stalls that are sitting to the side in South Clocktown, and if you remember, there's a raised platform in the middle that goes up with each day that I could really only represent with something like this, so I chose a silo.
Yeah, no, that works well. That's a tall structure. And also, I love how your clock tower actually has a clock on it too. Like, that is so perfect.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I didn't even notice. I'm very happy with that.
Oh,
It's
and
got a
your
clock on it.
town flag is the clock as well from Majora's Mask. So, good
Oh,
stuff.
that's
yes.
right. I forgot about that.
This was extremely difficult to make. Very difficult. It's a very detailed design.
Real quick, I think I have to, should I head inside so I can hear what your town theme is?
Oh yeah, it's Clocktown. It's the Clocktown thing.
Oh, yeah. Yes! So good. All right. Coming back out.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
It took me quite a while to do because I have no ear for music in terms of musical notes.
Hey, I don't either, so that's impressive.
let's say we head into the laundry pool first.
Which is perfect, by the way, because it looks like it's raining, so we're on day 2
there's a really huge
Clocktown.
fish in there.
You won't be able to sit with me, but here I am, right in my place where I sit. And,
that's fantastic. Yeah, there's that bench.
Yeah, next to it, it's kind of hard to see with the camera, but there's actually some recording equipment there that's playing. I believe it's KK Lament. I don't have the audio right now, so I can't say, but it's supposed to represent...
Yeah, we can't hear it.
It's supposed to represent Guru, who sits here every night and
love
plays his
it.
music.
That's so perfect.
And I just have my campsite here. I don't know. I thought it was fitting. I
Yeah,
have
no, it is
Olivia
kind
here
of fitting.
right now.
Like, it kind of feels like it feels like a hidden area here, and the tent is kind of like a good way to represent a building that's largely hidden from view.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that building being hidden.
Or if I want to later, I might put some unsavory villagers that I did not want here.
That's true.
Just some timeout. Heading into West Clocktown, you might want to raise your camera up because it's a little hard to see in the standard camera.
Okay.
Yeah, if we had a 360 camera, it would be a lot better. But
Right.
you know, Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Over in West Clocktown, we start off with the shop, which I have being represented as the Curiosity Shop, where you sell items, and the General Store, where you buy them.
You even have the scarecrow here, which you find inside.
I remember I just made that recently, and I was like, I actually just got the DIY recipe this morning,
Oh,
and I was like, wait a minute, we should put this out.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's perfect.
So, just a good way to represent the inside of the General Store.
Yeah, and you also represented
We
the elevation change as well, with the multiple staircases here.
It took 2 of them, which means we had to sacrifice one of them to a certain area.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have there's a lot of inclines for Clocktown. We couldn't reach all of them because of the limitations.
So, for the bomb shop, we didn't really have a good place to represent this, so Bianca is providing the bombs for our town. Let's hope she doesn't get caught.
Yeah, let's hope she doesn't get caught.
And up here, we have a design that took me about 3 hours to make.
Oh my god.
You'll see this on the ground in the middle of West Clocktown, just like the little plaza area.
We
Yeah.
do little
Dance
dances and
resort
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that.
And the Able sisters are apparently teaching swordsmanship now, because these are the designs on the sides of the shop.
They could probably design a mean sword, I imagine.
Probably.
They probably could. Sephiroth, you might wanna invest in a new blade. And we have, I believe this is Axel. Axel is delivering the mail now.
Yes, Axel is our postman.
I appreciate that.
And we have...
Oh yeah, the log benches. There's actually a lot of log benches in Clocktown.
So we decided to make a couple and just throw them around.
Yeah, I remember we were actually just playing this
last night.
Last night, and we noticed all the log benches. We're like, oh, we should totally make these. And then you were like, do we even have that recipe? And I had the recipe, so I had to make
perfect.
He provided those.
So
Yeah, that's something I
like,
wouldn't
wow.
even that's something I wouldn't even, I wasn't even consciously aware of. But I'm sure when I go back to play Majora's Mask, I'll be like, yeah, there's that bench. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Not to toot my own horn or anything, but in the 90% of me actually making this town, I did not have access to the game for, 3D, references. So
Right.
most of this is from memory and a few reference images that I found online.
That's all the more impressive. I mean, that's kind of almost a pure way of capturing it, because you're going by the feeling of it rather than the exact recreation, right?
Yeah.
Although,
Right.
Speaking of which, I love this boardwalk you have right behind the clock tower, which is just like the game itself. You got a staircase leading up to it too, like in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took quite a bit. It took me about a month to create all of this.
Jeez. Well, it
Or
shows.
just about. And heading on to East Clocktown, we can... the same design. It's actually the same design as over there. I had to make sure of that pretty well before I just start putting it down again.
Yeah. I remember
Right.
that.
And we have Boris and Bo apparently lending out their houses to be the stockpot inn of the original
Speaking of
game.
pots, you have a pot right here, famous from the Zelda series.
Right. We put a lot of pots around because, it's
What's
Zelda.
a Zelda game without pots?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Originally, I was going to have Bo have a toilet in his house to represent the toilet that the hand comes out of. I did not get around to that, though. I
Yeah,
completely
no,
forgot.
we didn't get around.
You know,
to
you
it.
Doesn't
could
look like
just
he
told
told
us
me.
that there's one in there, and I would just believed you.
Ah,
Okay, well, you know what? There's one in there.
There we go.
There's a toilet in there.
Schrodinger's
Just
hand
don't go in
toilet.
there at night.
Schrodinger's hand toilet. And
Oh, this is the
this is the treasure chest shop in the original where you play the mini game, represented by the museum.
Oh, perfect. I love that. Yeah.
It's just about the same general shape.
Yeah, and you know, and the museum is of course home to a lot of treasures, so it fits thematically.
Very many cultural treasures. And,
that's right. Let's go up the top.
Ah, that's right. So
does the phone booth represent anything?
No, not really.
I think
you were just putting that. I think you're just putting that to get your island rating up.
Yeah. Lots of stuff.
The empty plot.
I have lots of clocks everywhere, wherever I can put them. Ah, yeah. The empty plot right here is for Brewster if he has his own place, because he would be perfect to represent the milk bar from the original
that would be
game.
Great. I guess worst case, you can make your own milk bar, like make a little cafe or something here.
Yeah, that's true. You could make your own.
Yeah,
put like a little stall or something.
You have a point. It's the Roost's new competition. I'm sure it'll be on fire. And coming up here, if you'll remember, there's actually a way to jump along over the rooftops over here, the original game. And if you'll remember, there's something that spawns over here every 3 days that's useful to pick up.
Oh, it spawns every 3 days?
Well, you know, every single news cycle.
I didn't know that.
So you dig right here, and you get 1,000 bells, which represents the 100 rupees that you get in the original game every cycle.
I love that. You have your own Easter eggs in the island, which is completely befitting of a Zelda game.
Again.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed by it. I actually didn't know it respawns, though.
Oh yeah, it's useful to fill out your,
I might get into that. I still haven't beaten the game, unfortunately. I've been playing it recently, though, and that's where the inspiration
You need to fix
from.
that. You need to go watch our 20th anniversary discussion to know why you need to finish this game.
I wasn't aware that there was one, and now I'm gonna watch it.
So we are heading now toward from East Clocktown to North Clocktown.
Yeah, this is North Clocktown.
In North Clocktown, this is somewhat of like a play area, and this ball right here, I nearly forgot to mention, actually represents the balloon of Majora's Mask that floats
Tingle!
right here.
Oh no, the balloon! Oh, the balloon that the kid shoots down?
The Majora's Mask balloon, yeah.
Oh, the Majora's Mask balloon, the one that the kid shoots down.
Good thinking.
I thought it was Tingle.
Let's get even more symbolic here. I'll
With
shoot
the
off some
slingshot.
shots right here.
Perfect.
And we have the bushes from the original that you slash them, and Keaton the Fox comes out and gives you a little puzzle.
We just need Red to be walking around right here and it'd be set.
Yeah, I know.
I should have made this a little earlier there and trapped him in there. This is really all just the pillars in the background there are actually accurate to some of the pillar locations in the background.
Right.
I noticed it. I noticed it now.
I forgot about that. That's right. That's awesome.
And originally I was gonna have a slide here, but I never came across one, unfortunately.
You know what's funny? I just got the elephant slide item. I just got that this morning. I totally forgot about that.
In this tree right here, usually it's a heart piece, but you know, you can have some oranges if you want.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, that tree actually was there in the game itself too.
I remember that.
I also too, I quite like how you have I think the entire town surrounded by a wall. Like, it does feel like an enclosed town.
Yeah.
That took forever. That was easily the hardest part.
Oh man.
Especially surrounding it with all the fences and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Don't forget about your mailbox.
My own personal mailbox, sacrificed to represent what I think to be the most iconic mailbox location in the game.
Well, we appreciate your sacrifice because that is key. You need the mailbox here.
Yes, if only I could have Axel walking around doing his job. So, I hope you brought a ladder with you, because you're going to need some elevation. The one area I couldn't provide an incline for because I have 8 more everywhere else.
Yeah,
Before we head into the key location here, we have the Deku Playground, which originally was a hole that I dug, but each new day covers up the hole, so I just made a design.
That works way better, but that actually straight up looks like a hole from Zelda.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It looks a lot more like the holes that I've been finding in Majora's Mask.
Unfortunately, we don't have that iconic music, but heading in here, we have the Great Fairies Fountain.
Yes.
You can walk all around it, catch some
it's
fish.
It's not too... Since, the Great Fairies Fountain is like an actual place you go inside, it was just... The most we could do is just put a little pond here.
Yeah.
Right.
It does the job, certainly, I think. Or walk all around it.
Yeah.
We were gonna make it circular, I think, but we couldn't get around to it at some point, so we just kind of left it the way it was.
Yeah, that
but it
totally
does
works.
its job. It does its job.
It's a fountain, yeah. Or a pond.
It does its job.
And I believe the last location we just have to visit is my house, because I have 2 rooms that are actually associated with it. And my house actually represents the mayor's office in the original game, which you'll
that's
see.
fitting.
is the design right here is actually on top of the mayor's office. It looks more like a Dragon Quest shield, but, you know, I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, I just noticed that, too.
So, going inside. It's only a couple of rooms, not including the basement. It's the main room and the attic that are actually the locations here.
Okay.
And we put some simple panels to,
Yeah, just mimic the...
Oh, this is awesome! I love this. You got the secretary's desk right here. Oh, that's so good.
So, I didn't have a paper cow, so I just... Oh, it even bobs its head!
Yeah, the game actually had bobbleheads in the game, too, so that is so fitting.
I didn't know that was a bobblehead.
I did not know either. Thank you for pointing that out.
It's
That's
even
perfect.
more fitting than you realized.
I didn't realize that was a bobblehead. I thought it was just like some cat figure.
That's great.
So I have a regular clock right here and the actual Majora's Mask clock right here.
Oh, that's genius. Good stuff. The floor pattern's identical.
Oh, yeah, that took a while, too, because I was trying to figure out what the center point is. I had one of these prepared because going up is what I consider to be a good finale for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
The suspense. Oh! Yes! It's the moon! Oh, I love it. Oh,
I would have loved it if we could have put it on top of the clock tower, but, you know, limitations.
I can't live in the clock tower,
make a room dedicated to it.
I think,
instead.
this totally works. So, that's awesome. You got the space backdrop, too. And is that...
We got the four giants.
Oh, the four giants!
giants.
Oh, yes! So they're on every wall. Wait, yes?
Yeah, they're on every wall.
Oh, that's so great! Oh, that's...
Yeah, that moon cost me 3 million bells.
Dear
we had to get it from another island.
Unfortunately, because I didn't have the DIY recipe.
We had to buy it from someone.
Yeah. We had to buy it off of someone, so... But it was totally worth it.
That's a small price to pay for eternal happiness.
Of course.
Yes, eternal happiness for the people of Termina.
Yeah,
I'm playing
exactly.
off-key, but I can't make it play on-key.
Of course.
That's pretty much it for everything that we had.
Yeah, well, this is a fantastic island. So well done, guys. I appreciate everything about this island. The detail is fantastic. Clocktown is one of my favorite Zelda games, so the fact you're able to recapture it in Animal Crossing is really impressive. So job well done.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Oh, and how long did it take you to do this again?
About a month.
Yeah, it was about a month.
Do you know how many hours roughly? Like how many hours per day you spend on this, or?
Let's see.
You spend a lot of your time, actually, now that I think about it.
On off days that I had from work, I would spend about 6 hours on it. And at work, I could probably get about 30 minutes worth of work. But collecting all the materials, especially the materials, because for all the fences and stuff.
Oh my gosh, the fences.
I never want to see a straw fence in my life.
Yeah.
God, that is a lot of fence work I'm looking at right now. Dear God, that's...
Yeah, if you didn't notice, the straw fences are supposed to represent the
Oh yeah, the straw
house
roofs.
tops, because like all the roofs are like straw.
Oh, that's really clever. Yeah, good thinking.
Yeah, we figured that would be
I didn't even
best
think
idea.
to point that out. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad we brought that up. So, yeah, well, fantastic job. Your effort is well worth it. I'm glad we're able to check it out on the 20th anniversary of Majora's Mask. What a great way to celebrate the game. And actually, let me check out the map real quick. And while I do so, where can people follow you at? Like, if they want to see more from you guys, where can they look?
We run a YouTube channel. It's a little small one, but we have a channel called the Infirmary Arcade, and on there we play different characters entirely. He plays a character called Dr. Cap, and I play one called Nurse Venus. It's just a little bit of a cool thing we do, but yeah, we make some gaming content every now and then. We just put out a new video.
Yeah, we just put out a
remakes and
podcast
stuff.
video where we kind of play on Animal Crossing.
It's called Island Discourse.
Yeah, we were talking about remakes. So we have a little podcast video that just got uploaded on Saturday.
Yeah,
I believe.
so
yeah.
you can just find us over on the Infirmary Arcade if you just search that. It's pretty easy to find.
Infirmary Arcade on YouTube.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
And you'll find a link to that in the description below. And guys, is there anything else you wanted to share with us, either about the town or anything in general, before we wrap it up here? Before I fly back home to my sadly Majora's Mask inspired island.
Well, it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad we got to celebrate with Andre from Game Explain to, just celebrate the 20th anniversary of my own personal favorite Zelda game even today, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. And thank you a lot.
We're actually probably going to make another video on our channel as well. We're going to do another tour of this island. We're going to add some more stuff as well. So I figured if you guys would be interested, you should check out that video.
It's going up a little later, so
Yeah,
this one takes
it'll
priority.
be up a little later.
All right, well, there we go. Go ahead. Yeah, make sure to check out the channel in a little bit to see an updated form of the town. Again, I'll link to the channel in the description below. And with that, I think we're about done here. So I'm going to go ahead and fly on back. But again, guys, thank you so much for inviting me. This is a fantastic island. And again, truly a great way to celebrate Majora's Mask's 20th anniversary, because it's also one of my favorite Zeldas.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate you joining.
And with that, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see even more of Majora's Mask's 20th anniversary, then make sure to check out our in-depth retrospective discussion that just went up a few hours ago. We'll catch you later. Bye.